Hello, this is Kerri from Razor Sharp Crafts, and this is going to be part 3 of my G45 mini album using old Curiosity Shop. I'm going to try to get this done. I just laid my baby down for a nap. I got the baby monitor on, but it doesn't sound like he's going to sleep, so I'm going to hope I can get at least one page done, because today is June 3rd, and it's Monday, June 3rd, and I leave for the States next week. We're a military family stationed in Germany, and I'm leaving for the States next week to go visit family for the summer, and I really want to get this whole album done before I leave, because I'm going to be gone for between 2 to 3 weeks, and I don't want you guys to have to wait till I get back to finish your albums if you're doing this along with me. Obviously, if you're watching this in the future, you don't have to worry about it because it'll already be all up. But I know there's a lot of people that are following it right now, and that's awesome. But I don't want y'all to have to wait either. So I'm hoping I can wing it out before then. If not, I'm very sorry if you guys have to wait. But we're down to just one vehicle right now because my husband's been working on his vehicle. So in the evenings when he's home from work, that's what he's working on his vehicle to get it up and running so that I can have my van back, so I'm not stuck home all day long with the kids and not being able to go to the park and stuff like that when it's nice. So yeah, sorry, I'm trying to gather everything that I'm going to use, and I thought I had decided differently, but I guess I didn't. Okay. Scatterbrain right now. So I don't get much crafting time in the evening, so really the only crafting time I get is right before my 4-year-old gets home from school, when my 1-year-old lays down for his nap, so it's like an hour. By the time I get back from the States, my husband will have his vehicle done, so I'll get more crafting time then. He's already promised me that, because he's not going with us this trip. So anyways, yeah, so I have about an hour. Yes, about just shy of an hour before my little Michael man gets home from school, so let's do this. Okay, again, all the tutorials are posted on the tutorial tab at minialbumscraps.ning.com. So if you're ever searching for any of my tutorials, they're there. And then my blog is razorsharpcrafts.blogspot.com. And I have been like sick all weekend. It's horrible, I know. We have this like nasty little bug that we've just been passing around our house, and I'm tired of it and I want it to go away. But it won't. But anyways, I was sick and on my couch, just kind of chilling with the kids yesterday, and so I updated my blog some, put some of my newer stuff on there yesterday. I was very proud of myself. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, this is the paper we're going to use for this page. I'm just cutting this pretty little strip off here. And I will tell you when I'm cutting my measurements instead of having to zoom in and out with the camera, because it'll just make it easier. Okay, so we are going to decorate the back side. We did this one like, gosh, almost 2 weeks ago we did this side. Now we're going to do the back side of it. And so what you're going to need, and I've already cut and scored mine, you need 1 piece of your craft card stock, and I have this measured at, of course it's not going to cooperate, 9 1/4 inches by 6 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 6 5/8. And then you, on this long ways, it's scored at 4 5/8. So 9 1/4, scored at 4 5/8, and then 6 5/8 this way for the whole length, obviously. Okay. Oh, it's just been so rough here. Alright, and then this one again is, okay, this one is 9 3/8. 9 3/8. See, it's ending on that little one right there. Scored at 4 5/8 and 4 3/4. See, this one's 4 5/8 and this one's 4 3/4. And you'll see why we did that. And then it's 6 5/8 this way again. This is going to create a cute little folding out photo mat. I can't even think, y'all. I'm sorry. I might be a little scatterbrained for this one, because like right now I can't even remember my page size. So we got 9 3/4 by 7, I believe it is. Yes, by 7, and I believe we left not a 1/4 inch, yeah, 1/8 of an inch. So 9 3/4. Sorry, y'all, you gotta watch me do math. I didn't get these ones cut. I told my husband last night I wanted to cut paper, and he kind of laughed at me. So, alright, so it'd be 9 1/2. But I don't want to do that just yet. I want to do the smaller cut, which would be 6 3/4. And then do my 9 1/2. Alright, 9 1/2. 9 1/2 by 6 3/4. And I did that because that gives me still one kind of good sized piece of paper to use. Okay. I guess I kind of do need to zoom out just a little bit. Okay, and I inked all my edges of my craft cardstock with Vintage Photo, and also for the spine, I inked everything. I went in between all of these little pieces, every little groove, and just inked the heck out of it. Because, I mean, I guess you really don't have to ink these that much, because they're going to be inside the pages, but I just covered everything front and back, because the way I look at it is this way I don't have to worry about where the paper ends up falling. It's all covered, so I don't have to stress about it if, like, maybe I don't line one up perfectly and oh my god, now it's not covered, you know, just relieves some stress. And right now I'm just going to corner chop my edges so that they'll line up with my page. And then we're just going to lay that down on there like that. Now, if you want to, because this whole great big thing is going to go on here. If you're the type that hates to waste pattern paper behind your cardstock, you can go ahead and measure out behind here and cut it out if you want. I'm not gonna. I was going to, because I don't like to waste pattern paper, especially on an album like this, because you're going to use pretty much all your paper. But I'm too lazy to do it today, so I'm just going to go ahead and lay it down. And I'm just going to use good old ATG tape. You can use anything you want. If you want to use your liquid glue or score tape. I wouldn't recommend hot glue because of the way it bubbles. It leaves bubbles, you know. Alright, and if I get my head in there, I'm sorry, which I don't, so I'm good. So I'm not sorry. There you go. Got a little bit of tape overlaying there. Voila. So, alright. Forgive me for a minute. I gotta remember how to do this. Alright, so you're gonna take the one that's got the 2 scores is your top. Just remember that. And if you don't want to waste cardstock, you don't have to make this one this long. You could cut it at any point. I don't know, I wasn't thinking, I guess, when I was doing this. Because what you're going to do is you're going to layer this one under this one. And you're going to glue them together. I can hear my son talking through the baby monitor. And then you're going to... These will be layered together perfectly, and then it's going to fold. And we'll decorate this top with pattern paper. And then there'll be a photo mat here, a little lean-to pocket here to hold a journaling spot here. And there'll be pattern paper here to cover the card. So you don't have to make this bottom one the same size. If you just want to make a little lip to attach it, you can, or you can do it this way. Like I say, I tend to mess up a little bit, so I tend to waste paper. That's why I start out with so much. That's why I have a package of 50 pieces of paper just for this one. And I'm just going to use my 1/8 inch score tape here. Just thinking. Okay. I didn't know if it would matter if I put it on the back of this or on that one, if they would, if they're how they're gonna line up, but they look like they're gonna line up just fine. So like I said, I'm just using my 1/8 inch score tape. Just because it's just holding these two together. So I like to use my thinner score tape for just little light jobs. If I can. And if you can hear my son in the background, I'm sorry. You probably can't. My camera doesn't seem to pick up that much background noise. And then I just, sorry, I went off camera. He's just not going to let me get anything done. Last week he just did not nap at all. During the time when his brother was at school, so I didn't get any crafting done last week. Okay. Let me just try to get this done before he goes ballistic. So we're just going to pull these off. I've been trying to just kick this cold. I woke up this morning and my husband let me go to bed at like 7 o'clock last night, and he put the kids to bed and all that, did their baths, put them to bed by himself so that I could get some extra sleep. Because on weekdays I gotta get up early enough so I can get my shower before the boys all get up, so I can get them up and ready for school. And so I can't take NyQuil on weekdays because I can't. I'm so exhausted if I don't get the full amount of sleep. It kills me. So he let me go to bed early so that I could take NyQuil. To hopefully feel better. Let's see. And I woke up and I was feeling pretty good. I even said to him, I'm like, hey, you know, I'm feeling a hell of a lot better. Excuse my language, I'm sorry. You know, I was like still feeling congested, but I didn't feel, sorry, I didn't feel like I still had the fever or whatnot. But then when I took my temperature, I guess I still kind of did have a fever. And as the days progressed, I'm just kind of feeling blah again. Okay. So, he told me yesterday that I just needed to get out. And, so we took the boys to the park, and that was a mistake. I felt so horrible afterwards. Alright, so now I just have these super strong magnets from the bottle cap ink. And they're 1/2 inch by 1/16 inch. And, they're a pain to get off there. Now this is new. I'm going to try this. I used a magnet on the last one, but I didn't use it in this fashion. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm not on screen. That would be great. Alright, all I did was lay it here. Just kind of center it. And you can even use your Tim Holtz ruler if you have. Oh, look at that. It just took it right off of there. Okay, so let's see. Right about there. Right about there is centered. As close to the edge as possible. And then lay that score tape right over it. There. I just hope I have enough magnets to complete this album. I should. I think there's only 2 other pages that I need magnets for besides this one. So, because I have to order my magnets online, my craft store does not carry them at all. No way, shape, well, not these types. They carry like that strip magnet crap that doesn't work. My lighting just seems horrible today. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just like my whole house is gloomed over with sickness and nasty German weather. Although it has started to, the sun has actually started to shine the last couple of days, which was really shocking to us. We've still been in 50s and 60s degree weather, 50 and 60 degree weather. Nowhere near even flip-flops or bare, like we went to the park yesterday, I had to wear a coat. But that was also because I wasn't feeling well, because the kids were running around without jackets on. They were fine, but the baby got cold. I had to wrap him up in my jacket because my husband forgot to bring his jacket. The baby's jacket, that is. So, now, I'm not going to do this any special way. I'm just going to eyeball it to the best of my ability. And really put it down, especially around that magnet. Like I said, I don't think I did it this way. Last time, I remember last time I had to pry it up to put the magnet in afterwards. And you can kind of see the magnet in there, but it's not a big deal. We'll use like either a circle punch or something coming down with the magnet inside it, or something similar. I haven't looked at the cut aparts on this one yet to see if there's something I want to cut apart to use for that. I love the flying pigs. Maybe I should just fussy cut out a flying pig to put there. So, okay. Now, in here, we're going to just put, we're going to cut one of these to size and put in here. So that would be, keep it on the screen, Kerri. And I just do 1/8 of an inch shorter. So this measures 6 5/8. So I'm going to do 6 3/8. So I have 1/8 of an inch border on each side. So 6 3/8 by 4 3/8. Okay. All right. So cut this to 6. All right, 1, 2. Am I getting my head in there again? Sorry, but I gotta make sure it's lined up. 6 3/8. 4 3/8. And then just gonna score tape. And then just open her up. Measure it out the best you can. Lay it down. And then, like I say, I'm going to look at the cutouts, and I usually use one of the cutouts and I make a little lean-to pocket here. And then we'll make a journaling spot to just sit in there. This will be a photo mat, this will be a photo mat. So we just need something on this one. And I had decided to use this paper. It just says "When Pigs Fly" over and over again on the top, because I think the blues kind of go good together. Just cutting that off. Alright. This should be the same measurement as the inside. Yeah. So another 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. So I turned it this way because I'm going to do my 4 3/4 cut first. When I have a full sheet, I try to do the smaller cut first, so that way I'm still left with a nice big piece of paper, because like this could still be used to cover a whole background piece now. See what I'm saying? Rather than cut the 6 3/4 down the middle, then you're limiting your paper. I hope that makes sense. I don't make much sense when I'm not feeling well. Alright, and I flipped it over. I'll just explain why here in just a minute. I'm still using this side, but if you look, when I trimmed off that border, it left some of the white. So I'll just leave that for now. If I use that piece, then I can trim it off later, but at least I don't have to worry about it right this second, you know? Hopefully I'll be able to prep a little more so you're not watching me cut for the next few videos. Maybe tonight after I put the kids to bed I can do some paper cutting. And I think gosh, I don't know now if I want to just put this on, because I'm kind of wondering about putting the magnet under it. I mean, I'm still going to create a pull tab for opening it, but it might be better if the magnet's under this paper so it's pulls with the card, and yes, I know it's sticking out, but we're, like I say, we're going to put a little pull tab on there. I'm just looking for something we can put over that. See, I think I want to leave these for fussy cutting for the cover. I really want a peg. Let me just see what I got here. See, the only problem with a pig is if I put it on the front, I can't match it on the back because it'll be facing the different direction. Okay, so I'm going to leave that like that just for now. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to do anything. I just want to think on it and see what else I have that I might be able to put on there to cover it up for our little pull tab. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I'm just going to do a circle punch on each side with some matching paper. But for the most part, this page is now done until we add the lean-to pocket and the photo mats. So there you have that. It's kind of quick and simple. So I put this little, which way here? This way. I put that little 1/8 of an inch ledge just because, like, once you get the photo mat on there and then the pocket on there and then the photo mat and the pocket and the photo mat and the pocket and the journaling spot, you're going to want that little extra bit of space in there that it gives you. I had originally cut one for the top that was a 1/4 inch space and one for the bottom that was a 1/8 of an inch space so that it would be really a lot of room. But I decided against that one. It just seemed a little much. This should be fine. So that's good for that. So I guess I'm gonna leave it at that for now, and I'll just go ahead and get this uploaded. It's just a short one. It's only 30 minutes long, but it would at least get you guys going further. I want to think on this a little more and look through the paper stash a little more and see what I can find. I really want a peg, and I'm thinking maybe I fussy cut one out to put over here, but maybe put it on like a piece of blue cardstock. And then on the back I could just put a piece of cardstock that covers it, you know what I mean? But I'll have to see. I'll have to see what... Okay. I have to see what I can find out. And my baby is officially up and screaming. So I'm going to have to leave it at that for today. So I'm sorry if I'm scatterbrained on this video, and I'm sorry if you have questions. Please just comment and I'll answer them. But I wanted to get something more done for y'all. So again, minialbumscraps.ning.com. Lots of swaps, lots of great people there. Check out the site. And all of my tutorials are listed under the tutorials tab at the top of the page. My blog, razorsharpcrafts.blogspot.com. Check it out. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.